Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I offer in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for Friday, November 30th, 2018, just after 9:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, you know the elephant in the room is going to be the G20 meeting, how things go between specifically China and the United States. Everything else, I don't know that it matters. Immigration certainly will be discussed. Trade issues are being discussed. Climate change. Those are all very nice things and super important. But the market's going to be focused on, does the trade war see a pause? I don't think you can expect a deal. What I think the most you can expect for is the two presidents get along. This is the most you can expect for. And there's a delay maybe in the tariffs as they give themselves a time frame to get things done. Kicking the can down the road is another way to look at it. Or if they're so far away, nothing gets done and these tariffs all go on. I'll let you second guess which way it's going to go. The dollar index up 36 points today. Most foreign currencies down sharply against the dollar. The stock market coming off the morning lows was down earlier, and you can expect this type of action back and forth. And the question is, how do you protect yourself, right? Be it that you're bullish or bearish, if you're wrong on the outcome come tomorrow, Saturday, and that's when we'll probably hear how these things are going. And what do you do to protect yourself when the market's not open for the Sunday night openings? That becomes the big issue. Energy prices sharply lower. So what's going on there? Well, what's going on there is there's been a bit of a change. The TASS news agency out of Russia is saying now that the Russian Energy Ministry is happy with where oil prices are. So that took the air out of that for the moment. The bean market getting a bit of hope, praying that the U.S. and China get together so the bean exports can resume in some manner back to the marketplace. So that's one area. And you're still getting a bid in the bonds and the notes as traders don't know what to do with that. If you look at Bitcoin, we got a small bounce, but the market seems to be slipping back one more time here. And as we take a look at the day's events, if they're important, the Chicago PMI, Purchasing Manager Index, came in much stronger than expected. 66.4, 8 points better than the expectation of a 58. Bloomberg today is saying that trade negotiators don't believe a grand bargain can be reached. They feel that the weekend's meeting should signal further cooperation as possible. I don't know what that means. Canada's third quarter real GDP was up 0.5 point compared to the 0.7% gain seen back in the second quarter. And on an annualized GDP term, it rose 2% in the third quarter versus the 2.9 annualized in the pace in the second quarter. Good, but slipping. The European Union's jobless rate was 8.1% when compared to September. That is steady. The European Union released this morning data that the CPI was up 2% compared to the prior month's 2.2%, and the expectations for 2.1%. So it's missing that. Now, obviously, with energy prices, that could get even worse. The presidents of the U.S., Mexico, and Canada are signed off on the trilateral U.S., Mexico, Canadian pact. They're doing that right now. They've all spoken. And it has to be ratified yet by Congress, which it'll get beaten up there. We'll see, though, that what the president brings into bargaining chips because you still have the budget that's got to be done in another week. China's PMI index fell. That was official, not office. China's official PMI index fell in November, down to 50 from 50.2. A reading under 50 is normally a contraction reading. So China has a lot here going on their own plate. As I said about Russia, you've heard. And then according to a poll conducted by the Wall Street Journal of 11 investment banks, Brent crude is now expected to average $76.98 in 2019, down roughly about 60 cents from where it was. WTI expected to average $69.98 versus an earlier forecast about 90 cents higher than that. Prices are still ways off from that. That's a nice survey. The problem with that survey is, tell me what's going to happen with trade. Because if trade goes off the cliff, then demand for energies goes as well. We've put out finally our new trading kit. I had mentioned to you about it before, and it's got a whole new look and a lot of new features. You're going to get your guide for futures trading. You're going to get your different brochures, but we keep adding to it. So you're getting all this, how to get started, the market overview, actually 10 trading rules, 14 chart patterns that you look at, money management, understanding fundamental analysis, introduction to options, the brochures from the exchanges. And we've really beefed up the exchange area for you with quizzes, videos, great explanations of it. This just gives you an idea of some of what you're getting through there and some of what the different chapters are going to look like. Then there's also a link to my charting course in it. You're going to understand a lot more about options trading, cause and effect, what the Fed does, how it impacts the marketplace. Then our video series on Pivot Point and Arun is now being put into it as well. You haven't seen the Arun ad yet that I've done, but that indicator analysis is all done. From the CME group, all these different areas, and you'll notice it says view the modules, so you get to see videos, you get to see quizzes that are there, you get to see full explanations. A great way for you to beef up, learn what you're doing, learning how to buy and sell in the futures markets, getting help from brokers, understanding trade ideas. So how do you get all this? And it's just a link. All you need to do is give us a call. You can go to our website to sign up for it, or you can click right up here. It'll take you right there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I will talk to you all come, obviously, Monday, and of course this afternoon in my end of the day videos. Have a good weekend.